Hey guys, Kurt Haas here, Silverback Blueprint. I think we're operating on day 9, if I just look correctly over here at the Facebook page, at the Silverback Blueprint page. It is 5 a.m. I just been up for a little bit, just doing a little bit of paperwork, some mindset stuff, working on the journal and stuff. So I want to talk a little bit about on the video today. Something that's important, especially as we get into into the second week and the second week of a 12-week journey. I talked about earlier before about how the first week is tough, but we're motivated, we're excited, we're in that glow of the relationship, if we all can remember that far back. We're excited to do everything, and everything's good, and the momentum's there, and we're going to change the world. All powerful stuff, all super important stuff, but at the same point, that wears off a little bit. That wears off for some guys or girls, but for us, we're guys. Week 2, 3, 4, 10, 22, day 4. It's all different. All depends how we're wired, how we're focused, how big our why is. So what I want to talk about today, it's not an easy subject. It's not an easy subject because it's not easy to do, let alone is it easy to hear. But it's something that has to be mentioned. It's about setting a higher standard for ourselves. Not only setting that higher standard for ourselves, but then maintaining it every day. So sitting there and saying that I will do this program, I will work out every day, I will eat better every day, I will plan my meals. Great standards to have, great improvements in standards from what we were doing before, right? Because again, we got to the state we did for a reason. So to make those changes, we have to do that. So making, causing or creating those standards, super important. Maintain them and fighting for them every day, 10 times more important overall. So that's why it's really important that I try to use the word important as often as I can this morning. The power of the group, the power of working each other, very, very important, very meaningful. Creating that standard, maintaining that standard, and doing it as part of a group where everyone is doing the same is where a lot of the accountability comes from as well. Interesting feedback, or just when I look back on the Facebook page at the volleys back and forth between the you members, is obviously a big topic of discussion has been what the weigh-in amounts have been. Some people, like I said, lost 2 pounds. Some people lost close to 10 pounds. Some people are happy with their weight loss. Some of you guys aren't happy with your weight, are not happy with your weight loss. And I think there's 2 reasons why we're often not happy about something. One is because we truly felt that there should be a difference based on all the work that we did, or we know there could have been a bigger difference had we done that work better. To me, that's really the 2 options that are out there. And being honest with yourself about both is critical. If you really did everything that you're supposed to do and your weight loss was 5 pounds, and you can be honest with yourself and say, hey, I really did work hard, then you also have to stop being hard on yourself, right? You have to say, hey, you know what? I'm down 5 pounds, I'm down 3 pounds, whatever that is. When you know in your heart that you did all those things, because it's not easy and it takes time for the body to make some shifts. That's true. However, if you lost, 6 pounds, and you know that there was 2 days where you weren't even following the diet properly and stuff, then you should be a little upset with yourself, because that 6 could have been 8, right? Or better yet, you could have maintained a better standard you set for yourself. And that's really the big thing overall. The one thing I want to watch too is that, and I see this happen, especially when we get into week 2 and week 3, where we start giving ourselves a little too much of a break, a little too big of a pat on the back, saying, "Hey, it's no big deal. I know you only lost a pound, or your weight didn't change this week, but your clothes fit different." You know what? If we have, for 240 pounds and we have 20 pounds to lose, that'll happen on a week once in a while where it's not a big change. However, if we're looking to lose more than 30, 40, 50 pounds, and we're over 240 pounds, that kind of thing, there shouldn't be a 1 pound week. There shouldn't be a half pound week. There just shouldn't overall, right? So we just want to be careful that in trying to maintain that higher standard, that we hold ourselves accountable to that higher standard as well, and don't give ourselves a break too soon, and don't give ourselves an escape plan mentally anyway, or a plan B. Plan Bs are, to me, never work, because in the back of your mind, when you have a plan B, you never really hit that plan A as hard as you can overall. So, you know, like I think it was Cortez, you know, when he got ashore, he burnt the fucking boats. So there's no way they were going back. They had to make a go of it and stuff, and they had to survive, and they had to follow on their mission and stuff to do what they had to do. So we need to think about that a little bit. We need to sit there and how do we burn our boats? How do we turn around and say, I have no choice but to make this a reality. I have no choice but to make this successful. Accountability is part of it. Belonging to something is part of it. You know, even financially paying more for something than you normally would be comfortable paying for was another way to, you know, burn our boats. We don't want to waste that money. It's a bigger investment. There's a lot of reasons. I mean, I know those are sometimes things I look at as well, right? Whatever triggers you internally to go, holy shit, this is important and I'm really stepping up and there's no backing down, you need to work on that. So again, that why has to be really big because that's what's going to get you through some of this tough stuff. Being honest with yourself, the other thing that's super important overall, and again, what's the bare minimum that you're going to accept and the bare minimum of a higher standard that you're going to accept for yourself and those around you. That's the big thing overall, guys. I think if we look at it from this point of view, getting past the glow, the excitement of the first week or two is going to be a lot more manageable overall. So listen, guys, you're doing fantastic. Keep at it, all right? Set your standards. Go after those standards for yourself. No one's going to give it to you. You got to go get those bad boys yourself, but I know you can do it. And again, like I said in the video the other day, when I was benching at 505 and I just missed that 525 at the competition this past weekend, it's because I'm setting a higher standard for myself, but also being part of the Silverback Blueprint, it's walking the walk and showing you guys I can do it and wanting to be able to perform at a higher level. And I really want to do that because I'm motivated by you guys, right? So that's where it's really exciting to have a positive mob rules effect where we all want to do well for each other and for ourselves to help the group overall. So guys, very proud, very excited what's happening so far. Let's get ready to bear down. As they say, you know, bite your bottom lip because I'm going in dry. Let's go in and get it now. Right now, it's going to be becoming part of the work and the grind, but I know we can do it. We stick together. We motivate each other. We're honest with ourselves. We're honest with each other. We're going to do some crazy shit. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.